Good morning, wet shavers, coffee lovers, and podcast listeners everywhere. It's Mark with GeorgeToon.com. It's time for another second cup. So grab a cup of coffee, kick back, relax, put in those earbuds, adjust that speaker volume, and let's talk some wet shaving and a few other things in podcast form. What is Second Cup? Well, in case you didn't know, Second Cup is a podcast that will give you some additional information that didn't make the Monday morning mailbag deadline. This might be something that is time sensitive. For instance, a sale that could be ending before the next 3MB airs, or a piece of late breaking information that viewers have passed along that is equally time sensitive, or something else regarding the wet shaving world that needs to be broadcast in a timely fashion. And we'll also have some time to chit chat and discuss some other things like coffee, movies, streaming shows, books, that sort of thing. So thanks for tuning in to Second Cup. And I hope you subscribe to the podcast, where you can also find episodes of the Monday Morning Mailbag in podcast form. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me. We'll get the show underway in just a moment. Thanks for joining me. Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the December 22nd, 2025 episode of Second Cup. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, and Happy New Year. You could probably hear in my voice that I have recovered considerably from this morning's Monday morning mailbag. I got the holiday bug that just has been floating around, and I got hit with it pretty darn hard. And I got out of bed at some point to do the Monday morning mailbag because I didn't know when I was going to get better. I mean, this was an awful, awful bug. I don't wish it on anybody. I didn't know if it was going to be a 48-hour thing or something that was going to drag on for a couple of weeks. Now, in the spring, I had something that was going around. It was a virus. And that gave you some congestion and a cough. And they said, oh, yeah, it's going to take about 2 weeks to clear up. That wasn't too bad. That was okay. You could kind of work through that and, go to work, and your energy level was somewhat high, and you didn't have any aches or pains or headaches or anything like that. So yeah, I kind of worked through that over a 2.5 week period, and that was okay. And sure enough, it cleared right up, and I was fine. Everything came out great. This one was the congestion plus aches and pains throughout your body. You had chills, a fever, headaches. It was just absolutely awful. I could not get any sleep at night. It was like this. You'd get home, you had chills. I would get home from work, I'd have the chills, and I thought, oh, I got to go to bed. I have just got to go to bed. And throw on some extra blankets, turn the thermostat up, and go to bed. And now I'm lying in bed, and I cannot get comfortable because everywhere hurts. And middle of the night, I'm awake, and I'm thinking, oh man, I got to get some sleep. And then the morning rolls around, and just as you're ready to go to sleep and finally let your body rest, your alarm's going off and you got to go to work. It was that kind of situation. But I did take some time off from work, and I just had to get some rest. It was just really an energy zapping kind of a sickness. It really was terrible. So I hope that you stay healthy out there and you don't get this at all. We'll talk a little bit more about what I used for kind of, to kind of aid me in hurrying along to my recovery. I feel a lot better now. Every once in a while I have like a little flashback chill or that sort of thing. So I'm probably like 98%. So I'm sure that here within the next 24 hours, I should be fully recovered and feeling good. But yeah, trying to get the energy levels back up, trying to get that second wind. I'm waiting for the second wind to kind of kick in because I'm not feeling that right now just yet. But the congestion is just about cleared up. And my sinuses are just about cleared up. There's a little bit of blockage there and that sort of thing. But we'll talk about it. But we'll also share with you a new shave soap that's out there. This has come courtesy of viewer Chris Bodrab and some other things that are going on with the channel. So thanks very, very much for tuning in. I am enjoying Black Rifle Coffee Company's Black Beer Delight in a Monday morning mailbag coffee mug, and I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning as well. Again, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, and happy holidays. Wishing you and yours the very best this holiday season. Stay healthy, 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 healthy. You know, my father used to say, health is the greatest wealth, and he was absolutely correct. When you don't have your health, my gosh, I mean, yeah, you are, excuse me, there it is. There's that flashback. But when you're feeling lousy, boy, oh boy, you'll do anything to have that vim and vigor back. So, great to be with you. I'm glad to be on the upswing and glad to be with you this morning. We'll get to the show and everything, all different topics that I have listed for today, but let's pay a few bills, and then we'll get the show underway in just a moment. We received this from viewer Chris Bodrab, and he writes, "Hey Mark, hope you're having a great start to the holiday season." Well, yeah, now I am, yeah. Now it starts, now, I'm glad it happened then and not, this week, that's for sure. I am sending the channel a shave soap and splash that was a collaboration between myself and Doug Lane of Adopted Acres. Doug and his wife have adopted several special needs kids from Ukraine. I sent him a couple of brushes that I had made, and as a thank you, he offered to do a one-off soap for me. After going back and forth with several iterations, he was so happy with how it turned out, he asked me if it was okay for him to sell it through his store, and I told him I would be honored. He gave me naming rights and offered to do it as a collaboration between Adopted Acres and CB Brushworks. Story below. I will be dropping it in the mail today, so hopefully it will make its way to you soon. Well, I haven't seen it just yet, Chris. Thank you very much. We'll get that on the next Monday morning mailbag after it arrives for sure. Great to preview it here. I'm glad I saw your email. Coming out of this illness, I'm trying to catch up on all my messages and texts and DMs and all that, and I happened to come across yours, and I'm very, very happy that I did because I wanted to let everyone know that this shave soap is going to be available. Here's what it's called. It's called Gentleman of the Cabin. Here's the scent profile. Top notes are cinnamon, saffron, black pepper, and cardamom. Heart notes are tobacco leaf, leather, frankincense, and patchouli. Base notes are vanilla, sandalwood, cedarwood, vetiver, and musk. Now, here's the backstory, or the story, of Gentlemen of the Cabin. Nearly a decade ago, 5 men gathered in a quiet cabin deep in the woods. What began as a weekend escape quickly became something much more. An annual retreat where lifelong friends could disconnect from the noise of the world and reconnect with what truly matters. Each year, they come together to share stories of joy and struggle, marriages and divorces, the births of grandchildren, the loss of parents, career triumphs and transitions. Around a fire glowing with warmth and laughter, they've built something rare, a brotherhood forged not by blood, but by honesty, vulnerability, and the shared pursuit of being better friends, husbands, fathers, and sons. The pursuit of being better men. Amid the scent of seared steak and oak smoke, the crackle of cigars, and the clink of glasses filled with fine bourbon and scotch, the air itself carries the fragrance of reflection and resilience. Now here's the scent once more described. Gentleman of the Cabin captures that spirit, a refined blend of leather, tobacco, sandalwood, and cedar with smooth notes of vetiver, musk, and a hint of spiced vanilla. It's sophisticated yet grounded, comforting yet bold, a fragrance that evokes the quiet strength and timeless camaraderie of men gathered by the fire. The experience. Crafted for those who value tradition and connection, this soap and splash pair deliver a luxurious, skin-nourishing shave and a scent that lingers like a good story told among friends. Raise your glass, strike the match. Here's to the gentlemen of the cabin and the bonds that grow stronger with every passing year. That sounds marvelous. The description alone is worth the price of admission. Wow, I'm really looking forward to reviewing this one and sharing it with all the viewers. Folks, we're going to get a link to where you can get this on Adopted Acres. Bravo, Chris and Doug. That sounds like an absolutely marvelous, marvelous shave soap scent. And the performance, of course, with Adopted Acres Soap Company, very, very good. So looking forward to the shave and the lather and that wonderful, marvelous, gentlemanly scent. Definitely in my ballpark, and I'm sure it's in your ballpark too. Chris, congratulations again. Congratulations to Doug and Adopted Acres Soap Company. And we'll definitely get a link. And looking forward to trying this one out. Gentlemen of the cabin, we'll get a link to Adopted Acres Soap Company below so you can check out that one and everything that they offer online. Okay, so let's talk about recovery. And what I used to kind of get me through this illness. I hope you don't get it. If you do, take these not as medical advice, but as some suggestions. Always check with your doctor. Okay. Now that we got the disclaimer out of the way, I'll tell you exactly what I used to get me through this. I used a product here called Emergency. That's spelled capital EMERGEN-C. This is a vitamin C supplement powder that you mix in water. This particular one is the Emergency Immune Plus. It has 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C plus vitamin D and zinc, super orange flavor. And it also has Beta Via, 200 milligrams of Beta Via. And as they say on the side panel here, the powder-packed formula provides key nutrients your body needs like vitamin C, vitamin D, and zinc, as well as Beta Via, a beta-glucan. So power up your day and emerge your best. And that really helped. That helped in some way, getting that vitamin C into my system. I also took some additional vitamin C in the form of ester C, just to make sure it was going to be easy on the stomach. I also took this stuff right here. I don't know if you can see this. This is Wetherspoon Manuka Honey Drops. These are lemon flavor, and it's made with 25 milligrams of bee propolis, Manuka bee propolis. And that is supposed to be a very, very good kind of honey. It has more medicinal advantages than regular honey. And I have used Manuka honey over a number of years. I didn't have any in the house, and I just, I wasn't going to go anywhere to try to get some. I didn't think to order it online because I was flat on my back. I did not want, I couldn't walk 3 feet. It was just awful. But, and I've talked to coworkers and some other viewers via messages and that sort of thing, and they got this too. And it's just going around. So please, please, please stay healthy. Try the Emergency and try some Manuka honey and that sort of thing. Stay hydrated. That's what I did. And the other thing that I did, kind of an old traditional kind of remedy, I did a hot toddy. Now, the postal carrier was telling me about this, so my thanks to her. She gave me the recipe, and essentially what it is, it's green tea with honey and a shot of whiskey. You can add some lemon to that. Her suggestion was like a Vicks Vapor Rub, a candy droplet to kind of get the eucalyptus. I didn't have any of that. I did have, I think I had something similar to that I put in. It was a honey drop. I didn't put the Manuka honey lemon in there because I wanted something that had a little bit of eucalyptus. So I got one with eucalyptus. I can't remember what it's called, but I dropped that in. And I went ahead and did that. Now, I do not drink alcohol at all, but because I was feeling so lousy, I made an exception. And again, this goes back to my grandfather. You've heard me talk about it on the Monday Morning Mailbag about how he would call all the men in to have a little shot of whiskey, for prosperity and health. And I think this was your granddad's way of saying, here, get a little shot of whiskey in you, Mark. It'll fix you up. It seemed to help. At least I like to think it helped. But I came out on the other end, as you can hear, a little better. So definitely feeling a lot better. And I wanted to share those with you as just suggestions. Again, this is not medical advice. Do not take any of this as medical advice. Consult with your doctor. I'm just a guy who likes to shave and shares ideas on shares shaving gear and shave soaps and that sort of thing on a YouTube channel and some podcasts. I'm not a doctor. I do not give medical advice. I'm just sharing with you what worked for me or what seemed to work for me. So I'm not sure which one of those things worked. Maybe all of them, a combination of them, maybe one or two of them. I'm not entirely sure. Or maybe this thing just ran its course. I don't know. But I sure don't wish it on anybody. And if you do get it, maybe these suggestions will help. But please stay healthy out there. And I'm very serious when I say wishing you a happy, healthy, and prosperous New Year. Well, now that winter has officially started, Bob LaRoe sent along this list of winter hacks and how to handle the bleak midwinter. So these are really, really great tips, and I wanted to share some of them with you to help you get through the winter because, it's the winter time now. Hello, winter. So here are some of the winter hacks. Put plastic bags over your socks to keep your feet from getting wet and cold. Boy, I remember that one when I was a kid. Wow. Put your car sun visor down when using your defroster. That's a good one. I've seen that one on social media. You start your defroster and you put the visor down and it holds the heat to the windshield a little longer. Layer up with clothes. Yeah, we all know that. After a snowfall, brush the snow off your car, then open your car doors slowly. Boy, don't we all know that, because if you do it the other way, if you open up that door first, that snow just spills right in onto your front seat there, for sure. Warm your clothes in the dryer 2 minutes before getting dressed. Boy, that's a good one. Wow. Use silicone spray on your car door seals and windshield wipers. Use a push broom for light snow. This works better than a shovel. Also, leaf blowers work great at removing light, fluffy snow. I'll have to remember that one. Get non-slip shoes. Yeah, I've got something called a snow sneaker from LL Bean. Boy, those are great. They're like a mid-rise shoe. They feel like a tennis shoe, like a sneaker, but they have some great tread on the bottom, and also they've got some great insulation on them. So check those out from LL Bean. Snow sneakers. I like those a lot. Pipe insulation to keep pipes from freezing. Block drafts. Place a door draft stopper at the bottom of your outside doors. Cover your windshield wipers with old, long socks. I guess that's for parking outside. If you have to park outside. Get wool insoles for your shoes and boots. You know what? I use the Costco wool merino socks. I think I talked about those recently. Those are great, as well as the People socks, the wool socks made by People Socks, I think it's called People Socks. They're on Amazon. Hang on, let me double check. Yeah, I was right. They're called People Socks. That's the name of the brand, People Socks, and you can get them on Amazon. They're really, really terrific. I like them a lot. Getting back to the list here, put clay kitty litter or rice in a sock and place it in your car's dashboard. This will absorb excess moisture inside your car. Prevent frostbite by putting Vaseline on exposed body parts. Open the curtains when the sun is out. Yeah, that's a good one. Run your ceiling fan on low and spin it clockwise to push warm air down. Boy, that's valuable. valuable, especially if you have high ceilings, for sure. Leave your oven door open after baking. I have done this already. That is a marvelous, marvelous tip right there. Park facing east. I've never heard this one before. It sounds like it makes sense because weather patterns are west to east, unless you're on the East Coast and you get one of those nor'easters. So that's something to consider as well. Invest in a waterproof car cover. Spray your snow shovel with non-stick cooking spray or car wax. In the winter, people tend to use their dryer more. Every 2 or 3 years, have your dryer vent professionally cleaned. Neglecting this is a leading cause of house fires. Have your car winterized at your fall regular maintenance. That's a good idea. Let's see here. Leave cabinet doors under sinks open to prevent pipes from freezing. That's another good one right there. And that kind of wraps up most of them there. So there's some very, very helpful tips to help you get through the winter months that have just started. And hopefully they'll come in handy for you and help you get through winter. And hopefully it'll keep your house nice and warm and you'll stay good and healthy throughout the winter so that when you do want to go outside and frolic in the winter weather and the snow, you'll feel great. You'll have a great shave when you go out there. You'll feel that zestiness of that cold air hitting a clean shaven face. It's going to be great. That's what I'm looking forward to. So thanks to Bob LaRoe for these really, really helpful tips on helping us get through the winter weather. Bob, thanks again very, very much. Now, before I get out of here, I'm going to recommend a movie to you. Actually, this is a movie that Bill and Connie Murphy recently recommended to the podcast. And before I came down with this bug, I had an opportunity to sit down and watch this. Now, the way I watch movies is piecemeal. I'll sit down and I'll watch a movie for 15 minutes, and then I'll get up and I'll do emails and correspondence and do show notes for the upcoming show, whatever else needs to be done, that sort of thing. And then I'll go back to the movie for another 10 minutes, maybe in a day or two, something like that. So I'm not the kind of person who will sit down and watch a movie from beginning to end anymore. It's just not the way I work. However, there are some movies that are so engaging, I will watch them from start to finish. This was one of those movies. Very surprising, very enjoyable movie. I really, really liked it. It's called Last Holiday, and it stars Queen Latifah and LL Cool J. And here's the synopsis of it from Amazon. Queen Latifah stars in this warmly funny remake of the 1950 Alec Guinness film, playing store clerk Georgia Bird, who, faced with the news that she will soon pass away from an incurable illness, embraces life to the fullest. Traveling to a swanky Czech resort, Georgia meets a legendary chef played by Gerard Depardieu she has always admired. In short order, everyone at the resort soon comes to regard Georgia's life-loving attitude as a true inspiration. And again, it also stars LL Cool J, Timothy Hutton, Alicia Witt. It was a terrific movie. I really enjoyed it. A very, very nice movie. It's rated PG-13. It was different. And it's kind of a holiday movie that you can watch all through winter. So that's what I really enjoyed about it. And it was really, really very, very good. It's a sweet movie. It's not a big, a big special effects action adventure kind of a thing. It's a nice, sweet movie with some very good performances, some characters you really care about, and a nice story. Last Holiday, starring Queen Latifah and LL Cool J. Thanks to Bill and Connie Murphy for recommending this one. I really enjoyed it. Give it a look. And that wraps up another Second Cup. Thanks so much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. I sure hope you enjoyed today's show. If you did, please share, please subscribe, and pass it along to a fellow wet shaver or friend. My thanks to everyone who commented and contributed to today's show. And I mean this sincerely. Without you, this microphone would be silent. If Second Cup or the Monday Morning Mailbag aren't showing up in your regular podcast feed, please drop me a line at mondaymailbag@gmail.com and we'll try to get it all sorted out. So again, thank you all very much. I look forward to getting together with you again on these podcast airwaves. Until then, enjoy the day, enjoy your shave, and enjoy that second cup.